Hi, my name is Plankie, and I've lived a very, very long life, so this right here is the Plankie QNA.
Do you still think about Gemini?
Often. I spent many years with him every single day, and that bond doesn't just go away, you know?
Why did you move back to New Orleans?
It was the one place that felt like home, so I wanted to share that home with my wife.
What's your favorite memory with your wife?
There was this one Christmas in Hawaii, and obviously there's no snow there, and me being from the South, I never really saw snow. So she got some paper and some other things together, and she made her own little winter wonderland in our house, and I loved it. It made me see snow as a good thing, because before I just saw it as cold and dangerous, but she just made me see the beauty in the world.
Who was your bestest friend of all time?
It would have to be Gemini. I mean, like I was saying earlier, just spending every single day with him, and the amount of risk that he took for me. A stranger, basically. But, yeah, I will forever be grateful for him.
Who are you most and least thankful for?
The person I'm most thankful for is a little lady named Chelsea Ackles. She really helped me become who I am today. She did a lot of fixing from the person I am least thankful for, which is Alistair Alexander, for obvious reasons.
What's your honest opinion of me and Ruby?
You're both really tough kids, and honestly, you've been through so much at such a young age, so I have to applaud you for that, because not everybody could deal with the stuff that you guys deal with. But at the same time, both of you can be kind of stupid sometimes, you know? And sometimes you act a little bit selfishly, but I still love you both.
What was your thought of the Nomad initially?
I thought it was just going to be some rundown, janky town just like Deadwood. I mean, I knew that there were going to be new, cool things because, you know, of this land and what it offers, but I don't know. I didn't know it would be such a good infrastructure.
How would you describe Alistair?
No matter what form he is, demon, human, I don't care. Alistair Alexander is a ruthless, sociopathic killer. And we will kill him. Mark my words.
Do you have anyone on the Nomad you dislike?
Nah, not really. I mean, me and Matt had some beef, but all that's settled now.
Where is your favorite place to live?
Honestly, I would have to say the Nomad. I mean, I don't know. It's just so different from everywhere else that I've lived in. Even with its hardships, I still love this place. This is my home.
If you could stop yourself from meeting Alistair, would you?
See, in the past, I would say yeah, but now, no. I mean, I hate him with every single fiber of my being, but if it weren't for him, I would have never met Gemini, my wife, and every single person on the Nomad. So, I wouldn't change it for the world.
Do you have any last words you wish you could have told Gemini?
I wish I would have thanked him. I mean, he did so much for me, and he never got a proper thank you.
Do you regret how you lived your life?
I wish I would have found that balance of innocence and ruthlessness a long time ago.
Do you regret leaving your friends behind?
Yes and no. I say yes because I wish that I still had some sort of contact with Miguel, Chelsea, and, I mean, maybe if I didn't cut ties with Gemini, he wouldn't have been in that tower that day. But at the same time, we did what we did so we could live the lives that we lived. So, I don't regret it.
If you could have chosen a different path in life, what would it have been?
Never being a soldier? I mean, at least not after World War II. I should have never fought again.
Who is the hottest Nomad member?
What? My wife?
Do you like my flannel?
Sure. Why are you here?
How many women have you kissed?
That is none of your business.
What isn't Amy Maverick, and why did she write a book about you?
She was the daughter of an old enemy, and, I heard rumors about the book, but I didn't know it was true until now.
Did you think Monica was hot?
There are so many things wrong with that question. 1, that is your best friend's dead girlfriend. 2, she's dead. And 3, the only time I saw her was after she was dead.
What was your lowest moment?
It was in Brazil. It was stormy outside, and I ended up scaring this man, and he fell off a building. And then shortly after that, I learned that Vietnam was for nothing. So, that's what I would say.
How do you deal with the loss of a loved one?
I just try to pick myself up again and keep on fighting for them.
How was it growing up in New Orleans?
It was honestly so beautiful. I mean, every single night there were lights, there were music, great people, great food too. So, yeah, it was beautiful.
Who is your favorite person between Angelo and Ruby?
Did he ask you to say that? Either way, it would 100% be Ruby. Yeah. Angelo creeps me out sometimes.
Did you and Miss Plankie ever want kids?
I mean, we talked about it a little bit, but I'm not the father type. And also, it's so hard for a plank person to be born. I don't know the odds, but it is a very, very low % chance, so it was never really possible either.
If you could step into any moment in time, past or future, and just observe it, what moment would you choose?
The night that me and my wife met, I don't know, I would love to relive that again if I could.
If you were to write a book about your life, what would the title be?
I would call it Plankie, the plank to save them all. I know, crazy, right?
What's the best piece of advice you've ever received, even if you didn't fully understand it at the time?
My friend Chelsea taught me that ruthlessness and innocence can sometimes be the same thing.
What's one small act of kindness that someone has done for you that made a big impact?
It would have to be Ruby just giving me a place to stay for those quote-unquote few days, but then days led to weeks, then to months, and now years.
If you could live anywhere in the world with no concerns about money, where would you go?
I would stay right here. I ain't going nowhere.
Have you ever doubted the love you and Miss Plankie have?
Not one bit.
Are you ever afraid of losing the people you care about again?
Sometimes, yeah, but then I remember the place that we live in, and everybody here, we're strong. So, in a way, I don't need to worry.
Have you had nightmares during your time on the Nomad about your past?
Oh, yeah, about Vietnam, Korea, just so many, to be honest.
How did you find the power to keep going when things went wrong?
So many people risked everything for me. So if I give up, then I am letting them down.
What is your happiest memory?
There was this one night when Mrs. Plankie came back, and me, Ruby, Dane, Mrs. Plankie, we all just sat outside by my base, and it was nice. We were laughing, we were drinking, but yeah, it was nice having my friends and my family all together as one.